There are places scattered across the world that whisper stories from a past so ancient, so unsettling, that even today many people avoid them. These are not your regular tourist destinations. They are hidden, dangerous, and sometimes cursed locations that were never intended for curious eyes. Some hold remnants of forgotten civilizations, while others are tied to legends of the supernatural. And yet, for the bold few who dare to explore, they offer glimpses into humanity's darkest and most mysterious past. The truth is, ancient history is not all pyramids, temples, and colorful murals. Some sites were built for purposes that remain unclear, guarded by cryptic symbols and surrounded by chilling tales. And the deeper you dig, the more it feels as though certain things were never meant to be uncovered at all. Let us step into the shadows of time and uncover the terrifying ancient sites that have left historians baffled, archaeologists haunted, and locals convinced that disturbing them will bring only misfortune. The Gate to Hell Plutonian at Hierapolis, Turkey. In modern-day Turkey, nestled among the ruins of Hierapolis, lies a site that the ancient Greeks and Romans called the Gate to Hell. Known as the Plutonian, this mysterious cave was dedicated to Pluto, the god of the underworld. The ancients believed it was a physical doorway to Hades, a place where the veil between the living and the dead was dangerously thin. Even in ancient times, this site was feared. Priests would lead sacrificial animals into the cave, and within moments the creatures would collapse and die without any visible wounds. The air was said to be toxic to mortals, but somehow harmless to the priests, who would emerge unscathed. For centuries, locals avoided the area, convinced that evil spirits lingered inside. Modern scientists have since discovered that the cave releases deadly concentrations of carbon dioxide from underground volcanic activity. Standing in the wrong spot for too long can still kill you today. While this explains the mysterious deaths, it does not take away the chilling image of an ancient priest calmly walking out of a place where life simply ceases to exist. Whether you call it a geological phenomenon or the actual doorway to another realm, the Plutonian remains one of the most terrifying sights on Earth. The Hippodrome of Hal Saflieni, Malta's underground enigma. In the heart of Malta lies a hidden underground structure that was never meant to be seen by sunlight. The Hippodrome of Hal Saflieni is an ancient subterranean complex carved into limestone around 4000 BCE. It served as a burial site, but archaeologists have found something far stranger than just human remains. The chambers of the Hippodrome were designed with precise acoustics. A single spoken word in certain areas creates deep, resonating vibrations that can be felt in the bones. Some researchers believe this was intentional, perhaps to induce trance-like states during rituals. Others claim the sound frequencies have a direct psychological effect, triggering visions and altered states of mind. Adding to the mystery are the elongated skulls discovered within the site, which some believe belong to a unique human species or possibly something not human at all. These skulls vanished mysteriously from the museum archives, fueling speculation that authorities are hiding something. The Hippodrome is now heavily restricted, with only a few visitors allowed per day, making it one of the most enigmatic and unsettling ancient sites in the world. The Nazca Line's messages to the gods or something else. In the dry desert plains of southern Peru, massive geoglyphs stretch across the earth so large they can only be fully appreciated from the sky. These are the Nazca Lines, created by removing the reddish-brown iron oxide-coated pebbles to reveal the lighter earth beneath. They depict animals, plants, and geometric shapes, some over 1,200 feet long. The strangest part? The Nazca people created these lines between 500 BCE and 500 CE, long before human flight was possible. Which raises a troubling question: why make something that can only be seen from above? Some archaeologists believe they were astronomical markers, aligning with the solstices. Others think they were ritual pathways for religious ceremonies, but there are those who suggest a more unsettling possibility, that the lines were created for beings who could see from the sky. The desert's arid climate has preserved these figures for over 1,000 years, leaving us with an alien puzzle drawn across the Earth's surface. Standing among the lines today is eerie. From the ground, they look like random trenches, meaningless in their shape. But if you rise above, The figures take form silent messages from a civilization that may have been trying to communicate with something far beyond our understanding. The tomb of Qin Shi Huang, China's forbidden mausoleum. China's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang, was obsessed with immortality. His tomb, located in Shanxi province, is one of the most incredible archaeological discoveries in history, and yet we have barely seen inside it. Surrounding the tomb is the famous terracotta army, thousands of life-size clay soldiers built to protect the emperor in the afterlife. But the main burial chamber has never been opened. Ancient writings describe a palace underground, complete with rivers of mercury flowing through it to simulate the landscape of China. Mercury, highly toxic, has indeed been detected in unusually high concentrations in the area. This toxic barrier may have been intended to protect the tomb from intruders, or perhaps from whatever is inside escaping. The Chinese government has banned excavation of the tomb, claiming they lack the technology to open it without causing irreversible damage. Yet some suspect the real reason is more unsettling, that they fear what they might find. For now, the emperor's final resting place remains untouched, a sealed time capsule that could hold priceless treasures, deadly traps, or secrets best left buried. The Plain of Jars, Laos's ancient mystery. Scattered across the remote mountains of Laos are thousands of massive stone jars, some weighing over 14 tons. These jars, dating back at least 2,500 years, are arranged in clusters across hundreds of sites. Their purpose remains a mystery. Local legends claim the jars were used by giants to brew rice wine after victorious battles. The eerie silence of the Plain of Jars, combined with its violent modern history, gives it an unsettling atmosphere. No one knows why the jars were abandoned or how exactly they were carved and transported. Standing among them, you cannot shake the feeling that you are in the middle of a story whose ending has been lost to time. The catacombs of Paris, city of the dead. Beneath the streets of Paris lies a shadow city that holds the remains of over 6 million people. The catacombs were created in the late 18th century when overcrowded cemeteries forced the city to move its dead underground. Some sections of the catacombs are open to tourists, but countless others are off limits. In these forbidden tunnels, urban explorers have reported strange sounds, sudden drops in temperature, and even ghostly figures. Deep in the jungles of Costa Rica are hundreds of perfectly spherical stone balls, some as small as a baseball, others weighing over 15 tons. They were created by the Dikis culture around 600 CE, but no one knows exactly why. The precision is baffling many aerial most perfectly round, despite being carved without modern tools. Legends say they were the weapons of gods or markers pointing to hidden treasure. Today, these spheres sit in fields, gardens, and museums, silent remnants of a people whose history has mostly vanished. Sometimes it is dangerous, mysterious, and filled with warnings we barely understand. Whether they were gateways to other realms, tombs sealed to protect the living, or messages carved for beings we cannot explain, each of these places holds a piece of human history that resists full discovery, and maybe that is for the best, because the truth about some of them might be more terrifying than we can handle. As we leave behind these forgotten ruins and unexplainable mysteries, one thought lingers. Perhaps the greatest secret of history is not what has been recorded, but what has been deliberately erased. For every monument that still stands, countless others have been swallowed by time. For every mystery uncovered, many more remain buried beneath oceans, deserts, and silent earth. Civilizations rise and civilizations vanish, yet what makes these places so haunting is not just their age, but the sense that they were never meant to be left for us. The underground tunnels, the impossible carvings, the deadly gates to nowhere, each feels like a fragment of a story that refuses to be completed. And maybe that's the point. Perhaps history isn't a riddle waiting for us to solve, but a warning disguised as one. Humanity may spend centuries searching for truth, yet the deeper we dig, the more questions surface. If tomorrow you stumbled upon a hidden passage to such a place, would curiosity drive you forward, or would fear hold you back? The past is not gone. It echoes in these places, whispering to those willing to listen. The only question is whether we are ready for what we might hear. If this journey made you rethink the limits of history, make sure to like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more untold stories of the forgotten, the forbidden, and the unexplainable. Because one day, today may become the greatest mystery of all.